Hello, this is just giving you some idea of the items that are contained in Train Story, which is part of the Isle of Wight Steam Railway at Haven Street. This is the entrance foyer to Train Story, and it starts with a welcome video giving you the history of the Isle of Wight Railways, but also the history of the Isle of Wight Steam Railway. This mock-up of a carriage shows a film which shows the holiday makers coming to the Isle of Wight in, I think, the late 50s, early 60s. And we sometimes forget just how busy Ryde Pier was, really crowded. The problem was that these crowds were just for basically August and couldn't sustain the steam railways on the Isle of Wight for the whole year. Train Story is of course geared for families, and we have things to entertain children, but also hopefully to inform them as well. In front of you now is the map of the Isle of Wight with the routes of the various railways on it, and the challenge is to follow the track in effect. But by far the star attraction in this part of Train Story is the model of the Calbourne locomotive. Children are invited to come up here to pull a rope to blow the hooter, to move a lever to make an engine sound, and to put pretend coal on a pretend fire. They can also dress up in clothes which we provide for them as engine drivers. This has proven very popular. This is the platform hall, the first hall that visitors come into. The locomotive you're looking at now is a retired steam engine, I could say, and it's been decked out so that people can go into it, into the cab, and learn what the controls are and what they do. Further on the left are our goods train. This is one which we take out roughly once a month, again as a historic display, showing what a goods train used to look like on the Isle of Wight. Every year we try and have something new at Train Story, whether it be a new exhibit or whatever. And in the last 12 months we've had something small put in, which is proving very popular. And it's this, it's just a signal lever that actually operates a real signal. And what has amazed us is the enthusiasm which children are using that. But more than that, I've seen pensioners using this with huge smiles on their faces. And it's amazing that something so simple is proving so attractive. Below the signal is a platform indicator. This was on Ryde Pier, and it notified the driver of the train which platform he was going to be directed onto. There were 4 platforms there when the railway was fully operating, and that number was just to let him know basically where he was going, even though, let's face it, he couldn't do anything about the direction, could he? I hope you found what I've had to say of interest, and perhaps we'll have you here one day as a visitor, perhaps as a member, or perhaps as a volunteer. Thank you.